Hey everyone, thank you for joining me. So today I have another Cold Steel Code 4. Now this was sent in by a supporter of the channel, so I just wanted to give a shout out to Michael. And yeah, thank you for sending this in to customize it for you. So I've done one of these before, and I won't get too much into this knife. I'll leave a video link up here in the corner somewhere, and you guys can go check that video out if you guys haven't seen it. And I talk a little bit more about this blade. But this is the Tonto style blade. Just a really thin blade. Very light and really good ergos on this thing. So let's just take this thing apart and see what we have on the inside. Alright, so here it is all taken apart. Now the barrel spacers or the standoffs are always a little stubborn to take out, but just a little tap with some plastic just so I don't scratch anything will get these out. But here it is all taken apart, and let's get to customizing it. Alright, before we get into the customization part of the video, this is the future me. So I don't know what happened, but I lost some footage, recorded footage of the process and me explaining what I'll be doing to the blade. But this is just the bottom side of the blue burlap scales. I would show you guys the other side, but I want to surprise you guys of what this thing looks like. The other side is red, so we have blue and then red burlap scales. So with that being said, let's get back to the customization part of the video. Alright, so here it is all customized. Now again, for Michael, I apologize for the loss of footage of how I customized this, but I was able to recover basically the scales and how I created the texture on them. But here they are. Now this is burlap. I did create that scallop texture, and I think it came out really well. And again, since it is very textury, you definitely get that really good grip in hand. And then I also took care of the high points. Just took some 600 grit and lightly went over it just to get rid of those little pokey ends. Now one thing I really like about this burlap material is that you can actually see the little strands of burlap in there. It actually gives it some depth. It's tough to get it on camera, but again, just really happy with how these came out. And I got to give it to Michael. He went bold with the colors, and I think it looks really good. So enough talking about it. Let's put it together and see what it looks like. Alright, so here it is all put together. And as you guys can see, it is very, very vibrant. Again, Michael just went for it, and again, I gotta give him credit for it. Just looks really, really good. I was surprised. So, I mean, it's definitely not my choice of color, but I am happy with how this thing came out. Looks really, really good. And again, you can see that layered burlap material in there. And again, it just looks really good. And it's got that texture, so really grippy. And let's just check out the action. So, nicely oiled up. Give it a flick, and there you go. Flies right open. For a cold steel, that's really, really good. One thing I did have to do for the pivot screw here was I had to make a slit for it in order for me to use kind of a flathead. That way I can tighten down the pivot screw. Now Michael said he was okay with that little modification, and for the scale I did create the D-shaped hole. It's just with this material, when you thin it down, it kind of gets on the softer side, hence the thickness of these scales. But once you thin this material down, then it just gets a little bit softer. And then when I was just doing the last mock-up, it just started to twist on me and turn, and it was just loose. So I had to create that little slit, but it's fine and it works. So just really happy with that outcome. Eliminated the left-hand carry pocket clip holes, and yeah, the show side is just really nice and clean. So there is the Code 4 by Cold Steel. Appreciate you guys watching. Also, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and as always, I will see you guys on the next one.